Okay, so for those of you that don't know me, my name is Rachel Baldwin, and I am sort of like the founder and CEO of Team Flex Force, which is very surreal to me. I've been a coach for 3.5 years, and 2018 has just been like an exploding year for Flex. We are already locked in to be an elite team for next year, which is incredible. Not a lot of teams have done that. And we're just adding so many coaches every day that just makes me so excited. And so happy to do this. I do this full time now. I was a fifth and sixth grade teacher and am now a full time Team Beachbody coach. So I've done I've been through it all. So I've had all the feels. You guys know I'm an open book. If you ever need to ask me something, you can just shoot me a message, okay? So that's my little intro about myself. Sometimes I forget to intro myself. Not everybody knows me because I'm not everybody's coach. So new coaches, most of you guys are new coaches, which is why you're here to launch your business. So as a new coach, one, we're so happy that you're here, and I love that the number one thing that we do as a Team Beachbody coach is work on ourselves. Like, that is amazing. Like, that's our first priority all the time. So I love that. So you should be plugged into the training academy. The coach that recruited you probably sent that to you. So make sure you're doing that a little bit every day. It's kind of meant to get through it like within 2 weeks. It can be faster, it can be slower. Like, your coach will match your pace. So they'll see like how quickly you get through things. But that academy is so important because it's going to lay the groundwork for everything. That a lot of questions that you probably have are covered on purpose in the training academy, so that it can be answered for you and you don't have to ask your coach every little thing. It's really set up to really set you up for success, and this is meant to launch you. So what we're going to talk about today is how to get yourself to the first rank as a coach. So this is our little push to Emerald surge. I'm so excited about this. I'm going to tell you why you need to get there and how you are going to get there. So Emerald is super simple to understand. It's you plus two of your own personally sponsored coaches. It's always recommended that you sign up a spouse or someone that you can control, their account that you can like manipulate and control. For me, that was my mom and Scott and I were engaged at the time. So it was the two of them for me. But if you're thinking, hey, like, okay, I get it, like, I've got a spouse, and I'm going to go into more in depth about everything, like why, how, all the above. But here's my little overview. So you're thinking, you just want to be brainstorming right now and maybe start making a list of like two of people, but you just need two. That's it, 2 people to make yourself an Emerald coach. And so your other person is what I like call your dirt list friends. So they're the people that you would buy dirt from or would buy dirt from you. So I love this analogy. I'm not your coach, then you may not know this, but I like love analogies. I like really nerd out about analogies because they just like click with me. So I hope you can share my little nerdiness about this. But so think about, when I was a kid, and my generation was very popular, these like Beanie Babies. I don't know if that's what they were actually called. Somebody told me that once. It's where you'd like string beads together and make like animals, and then you would like sell them to your friends, and like you would buy theirs. Like I like remember making like my favorite was like a platypus or like a ladybug. I don't know. You could make like all these different ones, and I like did the same thing with like the iron beads. They're called perler beads. But anyways, so think of the people that like would buy like that crap from you. Like, make a list of those people, and the best thing is this isn't crap, So I know many, many, many of you guys are thinking like, I don't want to sell anything. Like, great. You are not selling anything. You are sharing in the excitement that you want to do this with them. So just make a list of your dirt list friends. It sounds like so funny. You should tell people like, hey, you made my dirt list friends list. But then you can go through people and say like, share in the excitement with them. Like, girl, I just, I'm doing this thing. You can share your coach or my before and after pictures, like screenshot some of our results and show it to them and say like, you got like, girl, I'm going to do this. I'm doing this new thing. And I would really, really, really love some extra accountability. Like, would you do this with me? Share the excitement with them. Like, it's the same thing as like when you like see a great movie or you go to a great restaurant, you tell your friends, right? Because you share the excitement. You want them to experience all the feels that you're feeling too. Excuse me, I just had my shake. I'm still having it. It's really good. Okay, so why Emerald is important is because it's the first rank in this business, the first of many ranks, but it builds momentum in your business, especially if you're a brand new coach. You're showing people that you're really doing this. It's affirming to other people that you are like, you're for real doing it because you're already getting to the first rank. Because when you do, you will get a public shout out from your coach. Probably it just depends on your coach's style, but like for my girls, I get it on Facebook and on my Instagram stories. I always share. So it affirms to your followers and your friends that you are legit doing this. Like you've already gotten to your first rank. You also then get to accrue team cycle bonus, which I'm going to talk a ton more about tonight. But before you're an Emerald coach, you do not get to accrue team cycle bonus. Your checks are based solely on commission. You are straight up just a salesperson until you hit Emerald rank. You can't go you can't have any other type of income in your check besides commission until you're an Emerald coach, and then you can start collecting team cycle bonus. And hopefully you're going to be here forever and ever and ever. So you don't want to have retail to have a solid paycheck. As your organization grows, the amount of team cycle bonus that you can collect will grow as well. Your volume will grow. It's a 200 to 100 ratio. Whenever that ratio is there, as a Emerald coach, it's a $14 cycle. Now, at first, I'm totally going to be honest, it is not a lot at first because you just don't have a huge organization to start. Like everyone starts at zero. Every single person. I started at zero coaches, went to Emerald, went to Diamond. Like we all started at zero. But then you get to see that $14 in your paycheck. But the most important thing is that you get to start banking the volume. One of your legs is helped by at least your upline, if not more of the team. So you're able to build and save volume as an Emerald coach. So it doesn't quite equate to dollars, but it's pretty close. So you're basically saving it and you're waiting to make withdrawals. And it becomes a ripple effect, like I said. So when I started in 2015, it was just me. And then as I built, it's a ripple effect. So as you guys can reach more coaches and then your coaches can reach more coaches, it just gets bigger and bigger. So it's just accruing more volume. And I've only been a coach for 3.5 years and it's a lot of volume. So it can turn into so many dollar signs. Okay. So, and like I said, one leg is helped be built for you by the team, which is huge and so beneficial long term. This is where residual income comes into play. So for me, I have always been coachable. I am very coachable in what I should be doing. So I honestly, how I learned was from watching other coaches training videos and stuff. Some of you guys may know, like my direct upline, she kind of does a little bit, but she doesn't really work the business. Like she doesn't do team calls and stuff. So I would just like watch other teams, like team call recordings, national wake up calls. And this is so consistent. Every coach says that you should sign up your spouse. And I saw lots of different like breakdowns. I'm going to show you some things. But so I did, and I actually signed up my mom on one side and my husband on the other. And so half of my organization is under each of them, which is really cool because then, especially my husband, I built my whole organization like around him. So the amount of money I'm going to show you that his organization collects now is pretty cool. That's so funny. So, and this is great because and I know some of you guys are totally thinking like, hey, Rachel, like take a hike. Like I just bought myself a challenge pack. Like you gotta be joking. I cannot afford to get my husband a challenge pack or to, like be doing all of this. And I'm going to walk you through like why it's really important and why it's an important investment in your business and how to make like the best decision for your family, like how that can look. Okay. And what's really great, there's so many benefits to like the way Beachbody has their organization set up that other people don't. Other organizations don't. Like other network marketing companies, first of all, have like a ginormous buy-in, like crazy big. Like you can't really sign up your spouse to like, like benefit yourself and your bank accounts. Like it's not feasible. And like they have like a crazy initiation fee and requirements that you like can't cancel. Like other organizations have like a contract for months. We don't have any of that crap. Like, and you can cancel at any time. So, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Then there's not as much like, there's not as much on the line, but at the same time, you're not tied into anything and there's no like hidden fees or anything, which is so great. Like everything is straightforward. Excuse me. Okay, I have notes because otherwise I'll be like so distracted. Like the chat like distracts me. So if you have questions, please post them in the chat. And no, stuff's like, oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. But it just like links at the bottom. But just put them in the chat. I'll make sure to answer everyone's questions at the end. So but I have notes because otherwise I would be like, and what are they talking about? So mom brain is a real thing. If you guys aren't moms, like that's something to really look forward to. So I'm gonna like go back to maybe you're somebody on your dirt list friends that you're gonna be signing up, or your mom or something. So as a coach, every coach gets a 25% discount, which is just like phenomenal. If there's somebody who's gonna drink Shakeology, like they're gonna save more than they're gonna spend on a membership fee. There's just like simple math. Like they're gonna save over $30 and pay like $15 to be a coach. Like it's no brainer. And pretty much everyone gets energized because it's crack. And then when you're signing people up, when they get a challenge pack, their fee is waived. And I think I skipped a page. I did. Okay. I was like, that doesn't make sense, but no, it does. So their fee is waived when they sign up because all our sign up fee is $39.95. And when they get a challenge pack, so there's a couple different ways, but typically Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, then it is waived. So I'm kind of talking about like your mom or your dirt list friends, like that side. And I'll talk about different ways to sign up your spouse because you probably purchased BOD. And it's the same price to be a customer as it is to be a coach. So there's no reason, like if your friend is going to do this with you, like just tell them it's going to help you out. Like you're trying to reach this goal, like just be honest. And your friends are like, and they want to help you out, you know? So it's the same price, and then they can save money too. And honestly, you never know who is going to go from being like what we call like a discount coach to being a working coach. I had no intentions of working the business ever. I purely signed up as a coach for the 25% discount. If I had not signed up for the discount, would I have bet? And then my mom wanted to sign up because she was like, oh my gosh, she just like saw my energy difference. And she was like, I want to do what you're doing, but not that program or a different program. But if I hadn't been a coach, I probably just would have referred her to my coach, but I knew I could make a little bit of commission. So I signed her up, and my coach told me it would be a good idea to sign her up as a coach. So I did. And rest history, my mom is still like my first customer coach, and she's like my rock star. She's amazing. She's doing Live4 with me. And so things to, you know, like always be posting on social media and sharing just about what you're doing. That's really important. These are things that are in the training. Always be inviting. And at the beginning, your warm market is going to be usually where you find like your people is usually how people start. And you want to be posting on social media and sharing so that your cold market will start to become your warm market. That's important. Okay, so another huge, this is probably why this is like why I got my little butt to Emerald, because I knew there was this thing called like free leads is what it's called. And it's basically, it's people who sign up without a coach and Beachbody assigns them a coach. They're like put into this wheel. And you just get free customers. So to qualify for the leads, you do have to hit Success Club 5 or Success Club 10. I'll talk about each of them. So Success Club is when you help 3 people, usually with a challenge pack. There is 2 points also awarded for a 3-pack of bars on Home Direct, or Shakeology alone on Home Direct. It has to be on Home Direct. And so when they get that, you get 2 Success Club points. So when you help 3 people, that's Success Club 6 is usually what you'll end up being as Success Club 6. That hits you to Success Club 5. And that's the first base. First base Success Club 10 is helping 5 people a month. So same point scale. And again, this is all laid out in the training. You can also like Pinterest it or Google it. But the difference is for the leads is when you hit Success Club 5 and your Emerald, you get, you'll see their first order, and you don't make commission on their first order, but you do on subsequent orders after their first. So they become your customer. You can reach out to them, invite them to your boot camp. Kathy is so great at that, and get them into your like circle, because all of their future orders you make commission on. Okay, when you hit Success Club 10 and you're an Emerald coach, have to do both, then you qualify for, they call them Shakeology leads. They don't have to be Shakeology. But the greatest thing about that is you make commission on their first order. Like, that's crazy. It's legitimately free money in your pocket for like already doing the things to move your business forward. Being Emerald is necessary to move your business forward. Hitting Success Club, necessary to move your business forward. It's legitimately free money in your pocket. And a coach, not me, I'm trying to pull this up, did a breakdown, and I'm going to show it to you for those of you that like to see pictures. Okay, it's blurry because it was small, but, oh, no, it adjusted. Okay, let me share my screen here. I'm going to show you. So what's the point? Benefits of being an Emerald coach and hitting Success Club. So she like figured all of this out for her orders, and it ended up being in January, like $400 in just they call it the Success Club program. They used to call it Shakeology. But anyways, so you get commission on the first order, and she figured all of this out and explained when she shared this that she ended up making for the year $6,000 in like basically bonus money that she didn't have to like work for past moving her business, doing the milestones to move her business forward. She made an extra like $6,000 for the year in just leads. Like, what could you do with leads? You know, like with $6,000 for the year, like probably a lot. Like, it pretty much paid for, I would have almost paid for our new floors. Like, and if they're someone who orders like Shakeology, you get the commission the first time, and then every time after, like they're just your customer. Like, think of all that volume, and that probably doesn't mean a lot to you guys, but volume and commission from those people. Like, so it is, I mean, you get a handful of them a month. There's no like guarantee how many you'll get. It just kind of depends on how many people sign up. It's like from infomercials, or if they just order something and they don't have a coach. You'd be surprised. It's a lot. It's a good chunk of monthly dollars. So the way it works, just for the people that like to know details, is you have to, so let's say for August, when you go Emerald in August, and then you hit Success Club 10, you'll get leads in September. And there's like a little way to check it in the back office, like under qualifications. So that's like, when I found that out, I was like, free money, I'm doing it. Like, I'll do it for sure. So then I got my little butt to Emerald, never looked back. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys, as soon as this logs in, Scott's Business Center, and like why it's really important to get them to and have that first spot to accrue volume if it logs in. Okay, so it's like as transparent as it gets, guys. Okay. So as you can see, okay, so Scott joined in July of 2015, and I do not work his business center a ton. I just use it like kind of when I need it to help me like reach goals. Like when I wanted to hit Diamond, I put 2 coaches under Scott and my mom actually to get myself to Diamond, because you need 2 emeralds on either side of you, and total, and for the about 12, you need 12 coaches in your organization. But anyways, and I did the same thing when I wanted to get to 2-star. And now, because of the way I've built my business, everybody in Scott's Business Center is taken care of too, because I have built my business literally around his business center. So not a lot happens here. You can guarantee, especially if you do the U+2, you can like guarantee yourself to get to Diamond by having 2 business centers that you can control. It's like the smartest thing I ever did. And I actually made my mom a Diamond too. Because 2-star is like where it's at, but she wasn't one of my diamonds to get there. But she is now, her business center is a diamond, so that I can hold a higher rank, and you make a higher team cycle bonus as a diamond coach, and you also get free coaches when you're a diamond coach. It's not as many by any means as like the lead program, but I've gotten like 1 or 2, and they've stayed like pretty active. So I mean, you just never know. So like I said, when you're an emerald coach, you get to start collecting volume. Again, it's that 200 to 100 ratio. And it's, like I said, it almost equates to dollars, but not quite. And it's just like, it's like a bank account. Like it's waiting for me to make withdrawals. So, okay. So as you can see, Scott's is pretty balanced now because, like I said, I've built my organization around him. But I'm going to go like way back here at the beginning. It's not a lot. And you guys, like I talked about hitting Success Club 10. Hitting Success Club 10 is going to pay for your this investment in your business. Like it's not only going to pay for like your stuff that you got to get started, it's going to pay for your husband's or your spouse too, I should say, generalize. Okay, so I'm actually going to start with like his, where am I here? Sorry guys, bear with me. Earnings and commissions. I don't usually click it this way. Okay, so this is now like, this is a pretty typical week for Scott's account, is to make like between $400 and $600 a week. And again, I don't do a lot with his business center. It's because I've really built around him. So it's basically from volume. I'm going to show you, like, see, it's all team cycle bonus here. There is no, like, there's no fast start bonuses when you start up coaches, subscription commissions, nothing, retail commission, nothing. This is purely from team cycle bonus. It's just from volume. At the beginning, like I said, I did not really do much with his business. So, oh, this is when I started to, okay, so like nothing. He made nothing, and then when I needed him to, I started putting some things under him. So he made a little bit there because I put some coaches under there. I actually put enough coaches that I got a bonus, which is kind of nice when you do that. But, and then it goes back to zero. Like I just did it when I needed to, so like $64. Nothing, so 2015. Oh, I owed money, like, see, like I just didn't do a lot. So this is end of 2016, still not a lot, but he never dropped from Emerald. He was just collecting volume. So this is the end of 2017, a little bit more, about 200. I don't feel like that was very typical though. Maybe. Yeah, about, okay, so then I started to do a little bit more. Oh, I guess that was the end of last year, so that makes sense. And now this year, he makes, like that's pretty typical. Okay, so like the other week he made 600. Okay, so anyways, because he is accruing that volume, like as you can see, it's team cycle bonus. Like that's like his whole check, unless I purposefully put something under him to benefit me. So now I'm going to show you guys like under team volumes. If you go, I should have said this, if you don't know how to get to your back office here, you go to teambeachbody.com, you're going to log in under coach and then hover over coach and click coach office. And now I'm under compensation and I'm going to click carryover volume. Is that what I wanted to click? Yep, that's right. Okay, so I'm just going to extend this. This is not what I wanted. This is kind of confusing. Team volume. That's what I wanted. So you're going to look at yours, and one of your legs is probably going to have very little, if any at all, and the other will have some. Might be a lot, might be a little. It just kind of depends, kind of like still the beginning of our week. So whatever side has more volume is your strong leg. So Scott's actually, his left leg is his weak leg, or is his strong leg. It changes sometimes actually, because I've built my business around him, and that's okay. So the side that has the most volume is your strong leg, and you want your spouse account on your weak leg. Typically, unless your coach tells you otherwise. And so like you guys, like all of this volume that I don't have, like, okay, so this week was pretty good. It was pretty much a 200 to 100 ratio. I cashed all that in. If I don't cash it in, you save it. You save it until you can use it. So like here, like I wouldn't have used, like I wasn't using all of this, you know, so this is back when his other leg was the strong leg. It just saves, you bank it, holds in your bank account as long as you're Emerald. If you lose Emerald rank, you lose all of that volume. It goes away. You have to start over. It's horrible. Please don't do that and make me cry. Okay, so that's what I want to show you back there. So how to enroll. So I hope you've thought of your 2 people that you're going to be signing up. and you're going to send them a share cart. You can just literally Google share a cart, like all one word, share a cart, or it's under, like how I told you to get to the Coach Online office, it's under, you hover over Coach and click share cart. It's super, 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 super simple to use. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Maybe, why is it not a choice? Okay. Oh my, okay. Okay, so it's gonna look like this, and you're just gonna click new enrollment order, and you're gonna do this under yours. And you would all you need to do is put in their email address, their first name, and click coach, or a customer if they're signing up as a customer, and click that, and then you'll put together their cart for them. It's super simple. You do need to know the details of their cart to be able to do that, like what flavor of Shakeology they want. So that's how you do the share cart. And you're gonna probably wanna do a challenge pack for a number of reasons. One, remember that you want to get to Success Club so that you can qualify for those leads, which is huge. And if you sign up your spouse and somebody else, then you're already going to be to 4. Then you only need 1 other person to hit Success Club, or 3 more people to hit Success Club 10 to get those Success Club leads, that free commission. And then you also, if you're signing up your spouse, no matter what, whoever you're signing up, you're going to make commission off of it. So think of that as like a rebate, kind of like you're going to make commission off of however you sign up your spouse, if you sign them up with a challenge pack. Otherwise, I'll do that in a second. Okay, so I'll give you the other option, and I'll talk about challenge packs. So challenge pack options, because you don't need 2 Beachbody On Demands. You just don't. Unless you just really feel strongly that you'd like to, that's totally your choice, or you don't need it. You're probably like, I don't need it. So you can get, a lot of girls really like to get the 3-day refresh with Shakeology packets. And what you can do then with the packets is so these are a couple scenarios. If your spouse is not going to drink Shakeology, I just really started making Scott. I was like, I'm just going to make this for you every day, and you're going to drink it. And he was like, okay. And I was like, oh, by the way, are you signing up as a coach? I didn't even tell him. I think I was doing it. And he was like, what? I was like, you're not going to coach anybody. Don't worry. You're not going to coach anybody. I'm still going to be their coach, but I'm signing you up as a coach because it's supposed to benefit me. And I didn't really know the ins and outs, and he just wanted to support me. And I just obviously he appreciates that. And he loves hearing, he's like, what did my account make this week? He loves to ask that. So, when they get a challenge pack, their $40 sign-up fee is waived. So you can get the 3-day refresh with packets. Sorry, I'm kind of bouncing all over the place. And then, so if they're not going to drink Shakeology, what you can do is get the packets, and then you can sell the packets. I really, really, really caution you to give them away for free, because then you're kind of cheapening Shakeology. People already have a hard enough time investing in Shakeology. So if you call it a sample or give them away for free, people are not going to they're probably honestly not even going to try it. They're probably just going to put it in a junk drawer, and they're not going to see the value in it. So when you charge, I just say I charge $5 a sample. It's great if you can send a 3-pack, $5 out the door, with shipping, cover shipping with that. So just don't undervalue it. If you don't and I'm not joking. I would legitimately pay more for Shakeology if they charged more. I really would, because I have a huge belief in Shakeology. If you don't have the belief in Shakeology yet, you will. I heard this great challenge. It's so true. You can test yourself this way, go 30 days, no skipping, drinking Shakeology, and then go 1 week without and see if you notice a difference, and you will feel like garbage. Our bodies need the fuel in Shakeology. So that's one challenge pack way, is the 3-day refresh with packets, and don't call them samples. And or you can do, this is new, is the To Be mindset. is a nutrition only program. It's totally separate from Beachbody On Demand. So you can do that with Shakeology too, which is a great, and again, you make, and To Be Mindset is $20 off this month too. So might make sense to do that one if you haven't gotten To Be Mindset, which has been like a lot of people's jam. So if you wanted to check out To Be Mindset, now is the time for like a great bundled price, and you're going to make commission off of it, And then just keep in mind that each coach needs to have 50 PV to be active. That's the requirement to be an active coach. And PV almost equates to dollars, pretty close. So I'll give you a couple examples. Like 2 boxes of Beach Bars keeps active, which are on sale this month too. Excuse me. You could do Energize, like you could do the tub and packets, which is a really fun idea because one, if you haven't tried Energize, you will be addicted, and it's the best pre-workout on the market, like by far. And with the packets, then when people sign up with you, you can send them a packet, and most people will buy Energize because it's like, I call it my unicorn powder because it makes me feel magical. It's amazing. So, highly recommend doing that. And you can send them like a little thank you. It only costs you like $1 a sample with the coach discount too. And those are some ideas to keep that account active. So the other option is to just pay the sign up fee is $39.95. And then you could purchase some of those things, just a combo of 50 PV to be active, but you won't make commission that way and you won't get Success Club points. So I do recommend getting a challenge pack for sure. So in the training academy too, or you can reach out to me directly or your coach, check out in the Google Drive, my Google Drive, the script/conversation guides. And at the end, there's like a discount option. You can use this when you're talking to people about your groups and like when they're going to purchase, because like I said, that's the same price as sign up as a coach as it is to sign up as a customer, and they can save money, a lot, long-term, hundreds of dollars a year, if they want to do that. And like, I heard another coach say, like, she says, like, I just recommend doing that because we're going to be working together for a while and I want you to save the most money. I built a huge part of my business with discount coaches, and just something to know is that you are going to lose coaches. You're going to have coaches go inactive. You are going to get cancellation fees when people are like discount coaches. They're going to defer for a month sometimes. Like, it's just going to happen. It's part of this business. You can't let it discourage you because it's just part of the business. Like, you just have to. It's not your job to make everybody love Beachbody. It's your job to be your best self and to share that with everybody else. So that's like the bulk of what I had. Military, I have just some other little tidbits, and I'll make sure to answer questions. So military, they get their coach business service fee, that $15.95 is waived. PS, that $15.95 is for keeping up like websites and stuff. And normally to have your own website and stuff, it's like $40. Other places, so like it's a steal. Like, and you make more than that, to save. You save more than what you're paying. Okay, that's what I meant. So military gets that waived. There's a waiver in the back office. That's just good to know. I know some people worry about like taxes, like if you're signing up your mom, if you're signing up your spouse, it shouldn't matter. Like if you file jointly, it shouldn't be a huge deal. Like for my mom, so now I do work her business a little bit. So similar to my husband's, I kind of use it when I need it. And so I did have, you don't have to claim taxes until they make $600 for the year. So just keep that in mind. And so you guys, like, let's set yourself up for success. Like, affirm to other people that you're doing this. Like, I usually wanted to, like, so our Beachbody week goes Thursday to Wednesday. So Thursday is payday, which is lapsed a week. Just everyone seems to like forget that sometimes at the beginning. It's lapsed a week. You'll see it go into your bank account the following week. But we paid every week on Thursdays. So on Thursday, that's when rank advancements happen. And you guys, on Thursday, I want to freaking rain emeralds. Like, I want to be like so overwhelmed with the amount of shout outs I have to do and shout outs I want to comment on. I want to just be like raining Flexi emeralds. Like, just like make it rain emeralds. Okay. Set yourself up for success. It sends the message to your coach too, that you're serious about doing this. Like I said, your coach is going to match your pace. But saying that you're going to be an emerald coach says that like you're serious and you're going to do something with this business. So figure out your 2 people and message your coach who you're going to be signing up. Another perk I kind of left until the end is that you get a gift because we celebrate rank advancements. So everybody's different. Like, your coach gets to decide, whoever recruited you. But for my girls, I have other stickers on this water bottle, but bear with me, it's a little bit different. But you get this Flex Force water bottle. It's like a nice big water bottle. It actually says Force in white. It's a little bit different. I got new ones, new stickers, but it's super cute. I love this water bottle, and you get like some cool team swag, and it really helps your coach when you rank advanced us. So if that motivates you too, I wanted to let you know about that. And something I hear from some people sometimes is, okay, well, I have legit no family and no friends interested. And I want you to think about this. Like, are you afraid to ask people? Do you honestly know 0 people that you could ask? I'm going to say no, that you definitely know people, and you just might be afraid to put yourself out there to ask. And so first things first is you need to whip out some personal development that you should be doing every day anyways. Ask your coach for a recommendation if you don't know what to read. And cold market takes longer to trust you. Your warm market already trusts you. They know you already. So they're going to be more likely to support you. Like, I have some best friends, like if I would have just asked them in the beginning, like, you guys, like, I could really use your support. Like, will you please do this with me? They would have said yes. Like, I just asked my mom first, you know? So, then, yeah. So, and remember, I don't want people to forget this. You never want to lose emerald rank, because you'll lose all your value and lose like money that you've had banked in your bank account. Okay, now I'm going to make sure to ask questions in the chat if you had questions. It's a great question. I'm going to answer it publicly, even though it was answered privately. So if somebody already purchased a challenge pack, they can get their coach sign-up fee waived. They do have to pay it initially, but then there's a form in the back office. It's legitimately like 3 questions. It's refunded pretty much in 24 hours. So that's great to talk to if you have past clients that are rocking it and they would love a discount. Like, ask them for sure. So my mom does, she kind of makes, just depends on what I put under her, what I do with her account. So I don't have a ton built around her organization right now, but she does make, she just like keeps a running tab at her house of what I've made for her, and that we like trade at the end of the year. But and you make commission before you're an Emerald coach, but that's all you can make until you're an Emerald coach. Yes, Laura, this is a great question. If you have your that first spot taken on that leg, that on your weak leg already taken, yes, it is so smart to do. I actually did it. I showed you Scott signed up. I signed Scott up in July, and I have been a coach for a couple of months. I signed up in February, but I didn't really know what I was doing with the business. So then once I got serious, I signed him up. So he actually wasn't my first spot on that leg, but like I said, people cancel, people go inactive. So he has almost the top spot now. I wish he had the top spot. I wish I would have done that like a little bit sooner. So get them signed up ASAP to start collecting that volume. Oh, and it was answered. You get team cycle bonus as often as that 200 to 100 ratio is there. And for me, I've been a coach for 3.5 years. That is legitimately the bulk of my paycheck is team cycle bonus. I'd say it's more than 75% of my of my paycheck is team cycle bonus, which is great because like all last week I was gone. I was doing a little bit of work, but not a ton. So I didn't have to rely on commission to keep a steady paycheck coming in. You lose Emerald if you don't have 2 active coaches, one on each leg. So if one is going to go inactive, you're always warned in your back office. It will show you that it's happening. Then they either need to place an order or something like that, or you need to add another coach on that leg. But if you're always in this mode of, I always tell people, like, keep going Emerald, go Emerald every week. Like, add 2 coaches to your network every week. You'll never lose Emerald rank, and then you don't have to worry about it. So, and I mean by cashing it in, cashing in that volume every time that 200 to 100 ratio is there. It doesn't matter which leg it's on, is when you can cash in for a team cycle bonus. You can send a link instead of share a cart, but I highly recommend doing share a cart. Way less things go wrong than using like BB links. I don't recommend using those links anymore. They're kind of like a little bit old school. They don't, so if they're a coach and they're just a discount coach, then they probably won't be signing up other people underneath them. If it's like just your friend and you're not going to like manipulate their account, then they can just be a discount coach. Like that was my mom for a super long time until I wanted to do something with her account. Like she doesn't actually coach people. So and I have tons of coaches in my network that are purely discount coaches. They won't ever sell anything. They won't ever put coaches under themselves. And that's totally okay. That's allowed. It is totally fine. They can just reap the benefits of the discount. You can assign, this is a great question. You can assign placement ahead of time. So, and it's under, in your coach office is under Monitor My Business, and I'm just going to show it to you because that would be easier. It's under, you're going to go to Monitor My Business and you're going to do preferred placement, and then you're going to set preferred placement and you're going to choose the side, and you can take this out. You can take that part out. You never ever choose, I would just keep it, just choose left or right. And you always want them on the outside. And then to check out your organization, I never recommend clicking graphical genealogy because I think it's so confusing. You're going to want to click sponsorship drill down. So in your office, you might have noticed that under like your business alerts, it might say like over here that you have some new coaches in your organization. You're like, who the hell are those people? I didn't sign up with those people. Those are people that you're benefiting from, but that somebody else on the team added. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. They do, every account to be active does need PV to be active, 50 PV. So it was that example of like 2 boxes of bars, tub of Energize, and packets of Energize. And then for your spouse account, what I do is everything beyond Shakeology in my own account, I would put under Scott's account, so that volume added up quicker. Like we pretty much use the whole catalog at our house. Like we would use that stuff anyway, so that we're coaches or not. So that we have, and like my mom uses a bunch of stuff too. So if you had 2 products that you were using, a Recover is enough to keep you active too. I think it's 52 PV, so that's enough to keep active. So you just want to keep that all active. Okay. So thank you guys for coming to hang out.